What's up, YouTube? On today's video, we're going to be rebuilding the Bucks without Giannis Antetokounmpo. This season, there's been a lot of talk about him potentially leaving the Bucks. He's been on the Bucks since he was a rookie. It's been almost 10 years at this point. He's still in his prime at 30 years old, 98 overall in 2K. What we're going to do is try to find a trade that benefits both him and this team. This team has a lot of older players. What I may try to do is, because Damian actually has an Achilles injury right now, and he probably won't be back till maybe playoffs of this upcoming season. So I'm going to lump him with the injury, so this is even more hard. From there, we basically have all these assets from Brook Lopez, who's, I believe, a free agent. Maybe not. He might decline his player option. Or Bobby, all these guys. We're going to have to figure this team out. So what we get back with the Giannis trade is going to really vastly make this rebuild either somewhat easy or very, very difficult. So first off, I'm going to trade him in the draft, and we'll see how that goes. So before I start trying to build trades, I'm going to see what Trade Finder has for him. That's as to be expected. His contract and his value is just way too high. So it looks like I'm going to have to build my own trade, so I'll get back to you when I find something of worth. I don't think they'll take this trade either, but Giannis and Kuzma for Tyler and Bam. It fills a couple of our needs. I don't know if they'll accept it. They did. Okay, so we couldn't get any picks from them anyways, so that's going to be the basis of this rebuild. Got Dame. Dame's probably going to end up being injured all season, so we'll give him an injury. Hopefully we can re-sign Brook Lopez and Bobby Porter. Gary Trent. We just need to make sure we fill up the rotation. And if we're willing to trade Giannis, we might as well be willing to trade Damian, especially since he has an injury. Let's see what we can get for Dame. Ideally, we want to get rotational defensive pieces. We've already got a point guard in Tyler Hero, which is scoring point guard, but still a point guard. This is interesting. Seeing as Tyler Hero is technically a point guard, even though he's really a two guard. I was looking at Damian Lillard trades, and Sengun's a young piece that could potentially help us win now. Pair that with Bam, and there's some really good scoring bigs. And Tyler Hero as well. It's definitely looking like a good mix. And I was planning on giving Damian an injury, so to save us from having to do that, I might end up doing this trade. So this is the current team. We've downgraded from a 98 overall, but we got Bam, we got Tyler Hero, we got Sengun. Hopefully we can re-sign some of these guys for a rotation, and that might be a really, really good team. And what are the Lakers thinking? These two guys for Rue? Almost want to do it just because of the value, but I'm looking for a shooting guard. We need a shooting guard. So I was looking for one last trade and a couple of our low overall players for two two-star first-round picks. So one Utah, one Clippers. I'm going to just end up doing this trade just in case we're not good enough this season. Those rookies from next season will be able to get us over the hump. So Bobby Portis declined his player option. So did Kevin Porter. We need both those guys back, so we'll try to figure it out. So it's between these two guys to re-sign Kevin Porter or get Alexander Walker. I like Alexander Walker's defense, and we need the two guard. He'll be our starting two guard, so we're going to prioritize that. We'll hopefully be able to swing back for Kevin Porter, but we may not be able to. And then we don't want to renounce for Brook Lopez, but we will for Taurean Prince. And then we'll double back and hopefully get a couple of these other guys. So we got Alexander Walker. Let's see if we can get... Oh, he's already gone. So we missed out on getting Kevin Porter back, which really sucks. The backups I'm signed for defense. So Caruso is going to be our probably sixth man. From there, I don't think we have tons of money for these other potential offers. So what we'll do is go through and just make sure to get some minimums. The team's somewhat well-rounded. I feel like I could have did better in free agency, but, you know, it is what it is. Hero goes down 2 at 25, which is kind of surprising. Sengun only goes up 1. Alexander Walker stays in place. Caruso down 2. I thought he was going to be our sixth man, but it looks like he's going to be our starter. So this will be our front five right here. Our bench is pretty weak. Yeah, I didn't do that good, sadly. I don't know if we're truly going to be great. Hopefully those picks I picked up will be the difference maker, because right now it's not looking great. We'll see how we do this upcoming season to how bad I should hit the panic button and maybe do some more trades, but we'll see. So this is the front five. Got some defense, which is good, but I don't know if I really like it, especially Jock Landale being our 6th man or Torian Prince being our 7th man. Aaron Holiday is not bad as our 8th, but Alfred Payton, I don't know. It's kind of an interesting team. We'll see if the chemistry works or not. We'll check back in halfway through the season. We're 7-17 in the first month. Not great. Double check that's not an injury. It isn't. So the team just isn't very good. Kind of expected. We'll see the stat breakdown. Bam 23, Sengun 23. So the big men are scoring. And Tyler Hero. Those three are all averaging over 22. From there is probably a lot of tens and single digits. What I may try to do is trade for our first pick, because I don't think we have it this upcoming season. Let's see. Swap worse with the Bucks. It shows 2-star, but I don't think they'll do that being like, I don't know, 6 or 7 games up. But it'd be really nice to get our pick back. Pat McConnell for Olenek. I will do that because neither of these guys are getting play. It's 1 year either way. So let's do that. We'll get our pick back, which will be really nice to have, especially if we suck. We'll have 3 good first-round picks. So Tyler Hero's been out. We're currently 17-43, which is awful, but luckily we got our own pick back, so hopefully we get a high top 5 pick. We finished that dreadful year. We finished like 27-55 or something. Nikola Jokic gets MVP. Cooper Flagg Rookie of the Year. Anthony Simons 6th man. Wemby Defensive Player of the Year. Mobley Most Improved. Luka Clutch. Timberwolves with 56 wins. We got the Clippers pick and I think Utah's pick and our pick. So hopefully that translates to one of the top prospects. We'll just skip straight through playoffs. It doesn't really matter, does it? Warriors get in, but they get kicked out by the Spurs. And then Timberwolves kick the Spurs out. Spurs versus Raptors. And the Raptors end up winning. Wow. So moment of truth. Draft lottery. We should have some of the top few picks. 1 and 3 and then 11. That gives us like a 30% chance to get it, and we don't get it. We get the 2nd pick though, and the 5th pick, and the 11th pick. Let's see who's in this draft. I believe it's like Debunsa, yeah, and then Peterson. We do need a shooting guard, so hopefully Peterson's on the board. Luckily, all these guys are drafted pretty good, so I should be able to get 2 of the top 10. Or I might try to trade the 5th pick for the 3rd pick so I walk away with the small forward and power forward. So I'm thinking maybe trying to trade the 5th and the 11th pick. So the 5th and 11th for the 3rd pick. Let's see if the Knicks will do that. They won't. Let's see if we have anybody that they may want. Tyler Smith. Will that be enough? Add automatically make this trade. And they accepted. Okay, so we get the 2nd and 3rd pick. So that means we're either walking away with Debunsa or Peterson and Cameron Boozer. I mean, regardless, we're walking away with 280s, so that's good. Let's see what happens here. I would rather Peterson, but I wouldn't be mad with Debunsa either. They get Debunsa, so we get Peterson, and we also get Boozer. That's a big come up. It looked like it was turned out to be a good trade. So we traded like 2 mid-70s for one of these picks. Okay. So that should hopefully round out the rotation pretty good without having to break the bank. Peterson will be a starter instantly, and then Boozer will be coming off the bench. So we hit free agency. This is the team currently. We could even make Boozer like a small forward. Because, I mean, actually Bam has better perimeter defense, but he's our only inside defender. Okay, so that will round out the team. We got GTA, and then we we Champagne. We didn't do great in free agency, sadly. Picked up Caruso last season, Alvarado this season. We picked up Champagne, who actually went up, but all these young guys are going negative quick, which is a bummer. We've got a good 5-man rotation. I don't know if they're going to put Boozer in there or have Champagne start. I'm not quite sure, especially with Caruso slipping. It doesn't really matter, but what we need to worry about is our inside defense. Hopefully Boozer gets better quickly because we need another guy that can defend because Sengun isn't getting better. So this is year 2. I'm really hoping we got enough pieces, especially through the draft. It looks like they still want to start Caruso at 75 overall. 6-man would be Boozer, Alexander Walker, Champagne, and then Jose Alvaro, which is kind of crazy because Jock Landale was our sixth man last season, but at least we're improving in that regard. It's really up to Darren Peterson and Boozer. They're the biggest change we've had, and that will either put us in contention or we'll lose another 50 games. Halfway through the season, we're 32-17, so much better than last season. Already more wins, but don't know if we're quite in contention for a championship yet. At least the morale is all looking good. Everybody's happy out here, but got some injuries going on. Let's check out the rookies because they're the biggest question mark. 18-5-4 for Peterson. And Boozer is, that's per 36. 19-8-4. Let's check out Pearson's regular one. 17-5-4. So they're showing up. They're definitely helping out big time. Boozer's probably contending for Rookie of the Year with those stats. Kind of inefficient from three, but not a big deal. Let's check out our big three. Bam's way down in stats. Sengun way down. Tyler Hero down. But that's not really a big deal considering we only won like 25 games last season with them averaging more. So it's obvious that wasn't working. We had a really bad month of March. We still finished 47-35. Hopefully we aren't in play-in, but we did get Rookie of the Year with Cameron Boozer. Six-man Cameron Boozer. Wemby gets Defensive Player. Jamal Murray Clutch Player of the Year at 27 points per game. That's kind of impressive. And looks like Spurs and Dallas are both tough. We'll see if we get any, which I don't think we do. Or we do. Sengun gets third team. Then all defense. Let's see if Bam makes it. She doesn't. It's promising. I just don't know if we're truly there yet. Fourth seed. As long as we get to the second round, I'll take that as a win. We got one more year to simulate. So we need to at least get to the finals by that year. Looks like Brooklyn's up 4-0 on us. We win one, but we're not coming. Oh, are we coming back 4 straight? No. So at least we pushed it to 6, but we did do great. Brooklyn did end up making it to the finals though, so at least I don't know. That's not much of a least. They got swept by Spurs. So this draft's kind of deep. I might try to trade some of our like low 70s for like a 10 to 15 range pick. So we don't have our own pick. Our pick got traded to the Pelicans in a prior trade before I started simulating. So let's see if I can make that happen. So I might do this one. Give up GTA, who was kind of disappointing, already regressing the second I signed him. And our first round pick for when we won't be simulating for the 16th and 17th, which will be hopefully C plus rotational players. So we'll do that. We'll see if we get anybody good in the C plus range. So it looks like we got a couple options here. We got 3 really. I might give up on the point guard and just get one through free agency. End up going for this guy, which is Dwayne Wade or James Worthy or Tony Parker. They're all good comps. Willie Anderson's kind of a miss, but Lonnie Walker at least is a starter. And Rod Strickland's a starter. I think I should be... Our weakest position would be small forward, so I'm going to go with that. And then Christian Collins as well. Okay. So we got a couple rotational pieces. Hopefully they're like high 76 range. We'll scroll on down and check it out. 76, 75, and then the point guard was 74. So we got the best available. To do good this year, we got to re-sign Hero. And then we'll look for a cheap center once we get that all sorted. So we did decent in free agency. We got Hero back, which is good. Pearson goes up 6. Boozer goes up 5, which is promising. And then we got Alexander Walker still. We got the rookie Richardson. We got Drummond in free agency, who dropped down 2. Got this point guard in free agency as well. The team's rotation is decent. I don't know if it'll be enough to get us there in our final year, but we'll see. Hopefully they get past the first round. So it looks like they want to start the rookie. I'm not going to touch it, but kind of a bold choice. Boozer's still coming off the bench, getting 30. Alexander Walker, the other rookie's getting 16, and then Drummond 14. It is what it is. I'm not going to complain. Hopefully we end up doing a lot better this season, but if we don't, I just failed the Bucks. Maybe there's no road to trading Giannis and succeeding. We had a really good month of February, followed by a really bad month of March. We barely get 50, 52 wins and 30 losses. Nikola Jokic is on the Warriors, which is crazy. Shout out Warriors. Brandon McCoy, Rookie of the Year. Koa Pete, 6-man. Amon Thompson, Defensive Player. Shout out Amon. Paulo, Clutch Player. Cleveland's looking tough. Let's see if anybody's on Milwaukee. Don't look like it. Nope, no first team selections. And then nobody on defense either. Let's check out the stats real quick in this final season. Player stats. So our rookie Peterson's getting 35 minutes a game, averaging 21, 6, and 5. 1.7 steals. Pretty efficient. Just short of 50-40, 90. Really close to 50-40, 90. Sengun second with 19. Hero 16. Boozer 19. So the rookie selection alone are pulling 40. That's huge. They're obviously sophomores now. We're a third seed versus the Knicks. I'm really hoping we have a good run here. 2-0 on the Knicks. 3-0. Okay. Giving me hope that I didn't fail you guys up against the Pacers. We win game 1. They take game 2. At our house, we take game 3. Game 4. One more. Okay, we're in the conference finals. That's better than the Bucks have done since they won the championship back in, what was it? 2021? I don't even remember. It's been so long. Cleveland versus Bucks. They won game 1. Hopefully we can take game 2, which we don't. We win game 3, though. We need this one. 3-1. Might be wraps. And it is. So we got to the conference finals. I think if I gave them more time for the rookies to develop, this would be the go. But, you know, we had a choke for one season. I really didn't want the team to be as bad as they were in that first season. Like and comment if you want the video, if you want this team to continue. Give them a couple more years, maybe another 3 years to get a championship. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.